This is Travelcaster.
This is Travelcaster.
This is Travelcaster.
This is Travelcaster.
The travel pod that takes you there.
Our journey for this season starts once again at London St Pancras International Station. From here we board the Eurostar. And if you're new to Travelcaster or new to international train travel, here's a quick reminder of how Eurostar works with a rail pass.
A rail pass is a great way of visiting multiple locations with maximum flexibility, but it's not quite as simple as hopping on any train you like. Some services require mandatory reservations. These will show up in the Eurail planner and usually take you to another website where you make the booking. You'll then receive the reservation ticket by email. Either save it electronically to your phone or print out a paper copy, and you're ready to travel. You may also be asked to provide proof of identity on the train, so always ensure you have your passport to hand.
So once you've checked in and gone through security, which is pretty simple as a process, you arrive here in the departures hall, or as I like to call it, the holding pen. It is far from ideal. Eurostar is an incredibly busy service most of the time, and you'll find crowds of people, too many for the numbers of seats provided, unless of course you're going first class, in which case you have a Premier Lounge available to you. But for most of us, it's sitting out here for a rather depressing wait. My tip though is to not get here too early. It may well say 2 hours or an hour and a half on your booking, but get here about an hour beforehand. It'll be plenty of time to do the check-in and to wait for the departure. Well, our journey in London began with a piano tune, so it's only fitting that it ends with one here in Utrecht in the Netherlands. Although the one here is a far grander affair than the piano at St Pancras Station, a baby grand no less, being played rather beautifully. And here we are, 4.5 hours after leaving London at Utrecht Centraal.
Utrecht is centrally located in the Netherlands, making it a key hub for travel across the country and to major European cities. Getting here from the UK involves taking a Eurostar service for Amsterdam, then changing at Rotterdam for a quick and easy 30-minute hop to Utrecht itself.
So here's the disclaimer. I've been in Utrecht at the invitation of Eurail on a customer impact day where travellers from all over the place have shared their experience of taking the train and using the product. And as such, I've been given a rail pass. So because of that, I've not really got much time to spend in the Netherlands. Can I therefore explore 2 cities in one morning? Well, we're going to have a go at it. Early start though. So, descending the steps from its modern station, you're going to find yourself next to a shopping mall here in Utrecht. But it's not too far, just walk past the mall, past all the modernity, and as soon as you cross the bridge, you shall be in the heart of the city. Bear in mind though, this is the Netherlands, so everywhere you go, there are cycles, loads of them, bicycles by the million, and if you're not careful, you're going to get knocked over. So even if the light says green and walk, you want to make sure that you can. Now, Utrecht may be known for its seats of learning and culture, but one really important of culture is here at an unassuming traffic light on one of the main streets, because instead of the red and green man, you have a red and green little bunny. That bunny is called Miffy, known around the world and created here in Utrecht in 1955 by the artist Dick Brunner. The diminutive bunny has since become famous all over the world, and here in the city there's even a Miffy museum. Great for the kids, or just if you like cartoons and quirky stuff. So it's inevitable in Utrecht's old quarter, you'll see some of the big brand names that you're familiar with from all around the world, but there are some quirky little shops here. Here's one selling a load of Miffies that we talked about before. And as you turn the corner over the bridge on the main canal, in front of you will stand the enormous tower of the cathedral. And the noise that you can hear isn't coming from the cathedral bells, it's coming from some building work going on underneath some scaffolding. And it's barely 8 o'clock in the morning. They've started work already. I'm quite pleased that my accommodation isn't down here. But this is usually a fairly tranquil area because it is the start of the Utrecht, the canal that runs through the centre of the heart of the oldest part of Utrecht. And below me I can see wharves and double height buildings, and some of the historic buildings down below serve as cafes and restaurants. Probably better to do it at a quieter time of the day though, when they're not working above. Pretty though, it certainly is, and worth a photo or two and a stroll for your lunch or main meal of the evening. Now I'm guessing you don't know who Evert Zoudenbach was. Well, neither did I until I walked just off the main street here in Utrecht onto this side street where there is this prominent, lovely building full of distinctive red window shutters. You can't miss it. Just turn right as you're walking towards the bridge, towards the cathedral. Now, Evert Zoudenbach was a prominent cleric and philanthropist, if I can say it, from the local cathedral, the Dom. And this was his original home, built in the 1400s. The Huis Zoudenbach is a really impressive medieval structure. Well, it was until about 1902, when it was severely destroyed by fire. But it's since been restored to its former glory. And it really is a striking building to come and see and photograph, with its distinctive bicycles parked outside. Today, it serves as 24 modern apartments. Wouldn't mind living here. And Zoudenbach himself wasn't just a local rich guy. He founded the first orphanage in the Netherlands, so there was a nice side to him too. Now, if you yourself have visited Utrecht and you think, well, he didn't go there and he didn't go there, and why on earth didn't he go there? Well, that's because I've got a very limited time here, because I have a date with some cheese just up the road. Now, I really do. Come with me.
We've only had a few hours to spend here in Utrecht, but there's lots more to explore. Check out the cathedral and the Onderdom, an underground museum displaying the city's Roman foundations. There's also the Spielkoch, a playful museum dedicated to mechanical toys. It's also a great place for food, drink and shopping.
This is Travelcaster, the travel pod that takes you there.
So, why on earth, you ask, would one want a date with cheese? Well, that's a Gouda question. See, 20 minutes from Utrecht Central, on almost any train heading in this direction, is the town of Gouda, famous for said cheese, and I'm about to find out all about it. This is a self-guided tour through the history of Gouda cheese, but it's not entirely pleasurable because you get a quiz and you have to find out all the answers to the quiz. And at the end of the tour, I'm going to be told whether I'm a cheese master or not. Okay, there's a first for everything. Now, I don't want to be the one to oversell this place, but I would say that the Gouda cheese experience in the town of Gouda is potentially the most Dutch thing that you can do without going to the Amsterdam red light district. It's as good as that. And you get free cheese to taste at the end of it. €16 the entry price, well worth it. The compact nature of the Netherlands makes 2 or more locations in one day entirely doable. We've been to Gouda and we've also explored the highlights of Utrecht. But now it's time to move on as we cross the border into Belgium. This is Travelcaster, the travel pod that takes you there.